Good morning, everyone. Today we are into day two session. Yesterday we completed our day one session. So whoever new are today, let me introduce to our Logic Labs and the course which we are providing. So let me share my screen to you people. Okay. Just keep me in a chat box. Chat box. Am I audible to you people correctly? And my screen is visible to you. Either you can raise your hand or keep me in a chat box. Okay. So Nikhil, am I audible to you? Okay. So let's start with our today's day two session. So you are into Logic Labs technologies. So we are into the batch of Linux administration, that is RHCSA, which stands for Red Hat Certified System Administrator. My name is Sonika. I'm a trainer for you people here for RHCSA batch. Uh, our batch number is 207. So our batches are of weekends only. Means Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. IST. The timing will be. And the course duration will be of 4 weeks. The course fees for this is 3,999 INR. You can scan for the course content here also with the barcode, or else I'll be keeping the link for the course content into the chat box also. So if you have any doubts regarding this batch, you can contact the Logic Labs teams. The contact numbers are provided over here, and also the email address is provided. See, first two sessions will be free to the attendees. Yesterday was the day one session. Whoever newer today, they can access the day one session through the YouTube link. Once you join the WhatsApp community, I'll be sharing the WhatsApp app link also, which will be the group where you will get all the updated details of our batch 207 RHCSA. So see, first two sessions will be free to all the attendees, and the third session Zoom link will be shared to the registered paid participants only. Once you pay to this particular course, you will have your own dashboard access where you will have all the session recordings and the notes, the PDFs which will be provided by our end will be accessed through the LMS Graphy to you people. Okay. So from the third session, the Zoom link meetings will be provided to the uh, registered email address, whatever email address you have registered through the paid registration. The Zoom link will be shared on that email address. So this was all about Logic Labs and the course which were we providing, and the duration of the course and the timing of the course. So in continuation with the day two session, let me take one revisal of the day one session because there are some people who are newer to day two session. So in day one session, we covered uh, explanation to the course content. You can check this video on the YouTube link. You can join the WhatsApp group. I'll be sharing to you. Excuse me. So this is the course content link. WhatsApp group link, and this is the payment link. So all three links I have provided you into the chat box. You can go through this link and join the WhatsApp group to get the updated details of this batch. And below third is the payment link to get registered to our batch. So in day one session, we completed the explanation of the course content. After that, that is basic to advanced level, we have designed the course content. So let me show you just one review to that. You can also download the course content, as I have provided the link to you people on the chat box. You can just copy paste it to your text editor or something. So this is about the course content. I'll explain it into shortly. Yesterday I have given the full review. So shortly we'll be seeing overview of Linux operating system, Red Hat Enterprise Linux installation guide, basics to advanced level commands. We'll be seeing file systems, VI file editor, user and group management, default permissions, file permissions we'll be covering special permissions, advanced file permissions, links, monitoring and managing Linux processes, controlling services and demands, analyzing and storing of the logs, managing Red Hat Enterprise Linux into networking, installing and updating the software packages, cron jobs for the future tasks, managing basic storage and what is swap, managing of the basic storage and what is swap and swap storage, managing local volumes, that is LVMs creation, extending, reducing, and all we'll be seeing. We'll be seeing the explaining of the booting process, controlling of the booting process. At the end, we'll be seeing firewall, that is SE Linux, secured enhanced Linux. Extra sessions will be conducted for server and client configuration like NFS, FTP, Samba, and web servers. Why I have kept these extra sessions? Because once you come to know the Linux operating system, I'll make you to enable the connectivity between the server and system. Server Linux and system Linux. For that, we'll see 4 examples, 4 server configurations, so that you can recall all your commands of Linux. And moreover, here we'll be focusing on commands only. And each and every PDF I have mentioned with the commands with its description neatly mentioned. For example, basics commands for creating, listing, and deleting the files and the directories. To check the present working directory, PW is the command with the description with its command, so that it will be easier for you people to recall all your commands if you are attending any of the interview or you are working onto your Linux operating system. So see, how to create a directory, how to enter into a directory, how to remove, how to create, these all things are provided. So this was all about the basic. So there are a number of PDFs I have designed from basics to advanced level. So there is a VI editor. While learning VI editor, I have explained what is the VI editor. It's 3 modes I have explained. After that, each and every options are available with the command. See, insert mode, these many options are available. For execute, these all options are available. For command mode, these all options are available. So we are going to see into the practical format. So user group and management. So see, there are 2 types of users. What is its UID? What is its configuration files where it is stored? the normal user accounts, rather than root account. Groups, what are groups? Where the stored configuration files are stored. So types of groups we have seen. Each and everything is mentioned into the PDFs beyond the recordings also. The recordings also will be provided to you through LMS Graphy, as I explained to you into the prior time. So creating, modifying, deleting of the users and the groups. Commands are provided, syntax is available to delete a user, to modify the user. So this is just one review to you to all the PDF contents, what will be provided to you to your LMS Graphy, that is to your dashboard. So find command is there. So in this we'll be seeing 12 cases. So what is find command? What is the syntax for it? And we'll be seeing 12 cases into this. See, why I have designed these things, because when you will be working into an organization, these commands are randomly used. Cases of find command, grab command, locate command, and the pipe command. These four goes very important commands, and its options are explained to you into the PDFs. And we'll be seeing the practicals also, one by one. Once we cover the basic commands, we'll be switching to the advanced commands afterwards. So this was all about the course content and the PDFs which I'll be providing to your dashboard. And at the end of this session, I'll be providing you 80 to 100 question and answers of the Linux, which will be totally based on the commands, where you can thoroughly revise your commands after this session, and the commands will be at the tip of your tongue if there is any question, or if at the time of operating of the Linux operating system. So anyone has any queries about the course content, about the Logic Labs, or about the PDFs which I'm going to provide? So whoever are new, they can raise your hand, or they can either keep me in a chat box. Whoever newer today, if they have any queries, they can ask me. They can raise your hand, either keep me in a chat box. Okay, yes. LVM will also be covered. Yes, yes, Nikhil. See, managing logical volume. I'll show you the PDF. See, managing logical volume. So what is LVM will be covering? Its example, its advantages, possibilities, examples of LVM, adding a new space disk using the LVM, extending the space using the LVM. So see, what is LVM? It is explained, advantages, possibilities in the descriptive format, how a normal hard disk into a hardware format, how it will be divided into the physical volume, partitioned into the physical volume. Then the volume groups are assigned to those physical volume, and after that, those are extended to the LVMs. Okay, so real-time example we have taken for the LVM. So I'll be explaining there are applications. We need to deploy two new applications like app1 and app2 on our server, and there is a need to separate the partitions and a space for each application. So this demo will be seeing the real-time example. The steps, each and every step I have mentioned into the PDF also will be covering into our practicals. See, partitioning, every step I have mentioned. So creating a new partition with its options also it is described. So whoever are new to the Linux operating system, they can thoroughly go to the PDF and they can do the practicals. So designing of the PV, first PV creation, then VG creation. Okay, so creation of the LVs, displaying of it. So these are all about LVM. So applying the file systems to those LVM, and to set the mount point to those LVMs for app1 and app2. Each and every command with its description is provided. So extending of LVMs, that is VG. Yes, so this was all about LVM. So hope you have clarified with your query, Nikhil. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Yes, Nikhil. Okay. Stripped disk, no, it is an RHCSA syllabus. In this, we have covered this only. And if you have any query related that, I can clarify with that also. You can mail me on the support at the logiclabstech.com. We can resolve your question. Okay. So thank you, Nikhil. Hope you have clarified with this doubt. And once you know LVM, the future concepts are very easier for to you to understand, because this is the basic to create the LVM and what is the need of the LVM. Okay, so this was all about the explanation, detailing. So we'll see in day one session what all we covered. We made we started our new topic, first topic, that is the overview of Linux operating system, and we also switched to the second topic, OS installation guide. So hope whoever attended yesterday, they have successfully installed their virtual machine with the OS on it, Linux operating system on it. So today we'll be starting with a new chapter, that is basic commands. Today we'll be starting. And after that, we'll be covering the file system and the file system structure. So let me start with the basics of the command. So see, yesterday we installed Red Hat Linux Batch-207 uh, iOS on this. Okay, so let me start with this new system only. So you would have came to this console. After that, you should not go to rescue mode. The rescue mode will be taught to you in the last of this session. Okay, to how to rescue the boot file if you forgot your password. So this is the one you have to click. So my system is booting up. So today we will be covering the basics of command. Before starting to our OS, we should know some of the basic commands to how to operate into the file and to the directory. So see, login as root. So see, I have logged in as root @ local host. So starting with the basics of the commands, first we will check that in which present working directory we are. Okay, so for that the command is pwd. So see, into which directory we are working on. We are working on /root directory. Okay, so what are these root directories and all will be explained to you into file system and the file system structure. So just uh, uh, listen to the commands which I'm telling to you and remember those commands. To show the contents of the directory. So see, we before seeing the contents, we'll see how to create a directory. I'll be creating one directory over there. To create a directory, there is a command mkdir. So mkdir, and the name of the directory should be provided. So dir test. Okay, the directory is created. To see in the list of the contents of this directory, to the root directory. So ls. So see, into the root directory, there are two files. One is the file which is in the white color and the other is the directory which we created now. Okay, and if you fire the command ls-l, okay, this will show you more details, including the permissions regarding the content of the directory and the file into the root directory. Okay, we were into which directory? So pwd. Okay, present working directory is root. And there we created one directory also, mkdir test. Then we fired the ls command. After firing the ls command, it showed the content. Okay, so what was the content into the present working directory? It was one file, that is anacondaks.cfg, and the second is the directory. And when we fired the ls-l command, it showed the details, including the permissions set to that particular file and the directory. See, these are the permissions of the files, and the the owner of the file is root, and the group to which he owns is the root group. So directory. So directory is also created by the root. So see, D, directory is assigned by D, and dash is symbolized as it is a file. These all will be explained to you in further topics also. Just we are covering basics of command here. Okay. So next, coming to the basic command, if we want to see some of the hidden files, okay, in some cases there are hidden files, then we have to file the command ls hyphen a. A is the option to check the hidden files. So see, prior we fired command ls, only one directory and one file was listed. When we fired the command ls hyphen a, it showed something dot bash profile, dot bash rc, dot cs. So these all extra files are viewed which were hidden. Okay, which were the hidden files. To list the hidden files, the command was ls hyphen a. You can also use the command ls hyphen list. L means to list. A means to list the extra, means the detailed information about these hidden files. So see, ls hyphen l showed the detailed information about the hidden files also. Okay, you may take the screenshot of this also if you need into your end. Otherwise, all the PDFs will be including all the commands also for your practicing. I'll make it a full screen. Okay. So next we'll be seeing the command to see tree structure of nested directories. Okay. We have seen mkdir test, correct? So how to create a directory we have seen. We'll create mkdir dir2 test. Okay, we will switch to it. To switch to into any of the directory, there is a command cd. Cd, the name of the directory, that is dir2 test. So see, where you switched yourself, into which directory you switched? You switched into root @localhost dir2 test. Here you will create one more directory, mkdir dir3. We will switch to this directory again, cd dir3. There you will get mkdir dir4. Again, you will switch to dir 4. dir 4. So see, in dir 2 we created dir 3. After that we switched to dir 3. There we created new directory dir 4. Then we entered into dir 4 by firing the command cd dir 4. So how to come back one by one directory? Okay, so for that the command is cd dot dot cd space dot dot. So see, it is space. You should use a space between these. cd space dot dot. Okay, you came behind one directory. Okay, so from dir 4 you switched back to which directory? dir 3. We'll again switch back to dir 2. We again switch back to dir. No, not dir. This was the last directory which we created, to the root directory. We again came back to the root directory. So we created the directories into n number of directories. So we need to see into tree structure format that whichever directories are included into one another. So what is the command for that? So the command for that is ls hyphen capital R and the directory. Oh shit. I fired the enter command. Just a moment. Okay. So I'm clearing my terminal. So see, where we created, let me ls hyphen l. We created dir2 into the root directory, root's main directory. So it is a bit difficult for me because to show you this tree structure, because what I did is I created the directory into the main root directory. Okay, root users main directory I created. So what are these main directories and all will be explained to you into the file structure. Okay, so let me switch to dir2 test. There we will see the tree structure below it. So ls hyphen capital R, so slash dir3, no such file or directory, ls hyphen R. So see, we wanted to see the tree structure. So see, what is the tree structure? In dir3, there is dir4 and in dir4, yes, into up till dir4 only we created. We didn't create a dir5. So see, this is the output of this command, ls hyphen R. So this is the new system which we installed yesterday. But when you will be working into an organization, there will be n number of files and n number of directories. As I tell you every time that in Linux operating system, each and everything is the file. So you have to focus on these commands to search for a file, to create a file, to delete a file, to modify into that file. These all plays very important commands to work on the Linux operating system. So see, as I mentioned that into an organization, there will be n number of files. Okay. So how will you find a file starting with the letter F? Okay, F is one example. If you want to search the file starting with the letter A, B, or any symbolic value, alphabetical volume. So for that, the command is, so let me be into this directory only, dir2 test. There I will create some files. Okay, so to create a file, there are two commands. First command we'll be seeing the touch command, which is used to create the empty file. Okay, so touch file one. So we created single file over here. So we'll check whether it is created or not. Yes, we created the file 1, empty file with the use of touch command. So it has assigned with the by default permissions also. So we'll create n number of files. To create the n number of files into a single command, so what is the command for it is touch. So file 1, file 2, space, file 3, space, file 4. So likewise, you can create n number of empty files by using the touch command and a single space in between those file names, whatever you can keep it. So enter. So we'll make file the command ls-l to list the files which we have created into which directory? dir2 test. So we created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 files. Okay. So I have created the file starting with F letter only. So I'll create some files with some other letters also. Touch like A1, A2, A3, A4. ls-l. So see A1, A2. So there are n number of files and I want to search the files starting with the letter F. So what is the command for that? Is ls f star. Whatever alphabet you want to search, you mention it. It might be A, B, and you have to keep a star. So enter. So see, all the files starting with letter F, it is printed over here. So this is the output of this command. So I'll say ls a star. So all the files starting with the letter A are printed over here. Okay. So next command. To see a file, have a middle string as disk. Okay. There is some file whose name of the file middle string is disk. So let me create some file touch file disk 1 or you can say file disk test 1 file disk test 2. Okay, so 2 we kept. We'll create some like file lvm test 1 file lvm test 2. Okay, we created 4 of it. So we'll do ls-l. So we created these 4. Okay, so I want to sort that into the file. The middle string is disk. So what is the command for that? ls/bin, or you can give the directory name or the path you can give. So I am already into this directory. Okay, so suppose I'll make cd. I will come out of that directory. Okay. So why it showed an error? Because I fired the command ls also and cd also. So cd dot dot, it is the command. So I came out. So see, for that the command is ls. To which directory we want to make the ls? dir2 test. Okay. So into that, which string I want to search for, that is star disk star. Enter. No such file or directory. cd dir2 test. So ls star disk. See. So I switched to that directory and I fired the command ls star, the middle string name, whatever it might be, and the star. So it will search the files whose middle string is with that name, which we mentioned into that command. So ls star LVM. So this is also the middle string. So see, it sorted the files which its middle string. Okay, you can take the screenshot. I'm clearing the terminal over here. We'll be switching to the next command, that is to check the length of the character. See, to see a file whose length is of 3 characters, how will you search? If I want to search the file whose name or the length of that file is of 4 character, 5 character. So the command for it is we'll create some files, touch F1, touch FF3, FF2, touch FFF3, touch FFF4. So okay, I created 4 files over here with 2 length, string length, 3, 4, and 5. So let me sort out. So the command for that is ls. So see, I fired 2 question marks. Okay. So the length of 2 characters. The file name should be of 2 characters. So it displayed the files with the 2 characters. If I fire the command ls 3 times, it will show the 3 characterized file names. So ls, see, it showed the directory also. See, directory with 4 characters and the file with the 4 characters. Okay, so this was all about the length. So ls 5 times. So 5 times whichever file's length is, it is printed over here. Okay, so let's see the next command. To see a file which starts with single character and ends up with any number of character. Okay, so what is the command for that is ls star edh. Cannot access, no such file. So see, we'll create one file. Okay, here touch which starts with single character. I will mention a and ends up with any number of character. This is not fileable command. Okay, leave this one command. I'll explain this one command tomorrow. Okay. By creating the file to this particular command which is suited, I'll show it to you tomorrow. So let us switch to the next command. We had seen one command to create a file. Which command we have seen? Touch. Touch command we have used to create the empty directories, the empty files. Sorry, not directories, empty files. So now we will see another command to create the file. Okay. So let us be into dir2 test only. So there I'll be creating a file using the cat command. Cat greater than sign to add the content into that file. Okay. So I'll say it as file cat test 1. So what you will add here? We'll add welcome to Logic Labs Technologies. Then you can say we are into RHCSA batch 207. Okay. So enter. So whatever you want. So control C to come out from that writing content. The editor is provided over here. You can edit anything or you can write anything you want. You can fire control C. So we created a new file using the cat command and the greater than sign to add the content in it. Correct. So how you will read the content of the file cat test1. So for that the command is cat name of the file, whatever it might be, file cat test1. So see, it printed, it didn't give her an editor mode, it directly printed the content of the file by using the cat command. So we'll be switching to the next command. So see, we created a new file, we added the content in it, we printed that file contents. Now, if there is a need that I should add some or I should copy some the contents to this new file from the old file. So how we will do? So there is the command of appending. Okay, so how we will use? We'll create one more file, cat file cat test 2. Into that I'll be writing some other content. Okay, so it will be like, okay, so we have two files with two other contents in it. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll fire the command cat double greater than sign, two greater than sign. The meaning of it is to append the content of one file into the another file. That is to keep the content of one file also and the another file also. So append from the name of the file cat test1, that is old file name, to the new file, that is file cat test2. Enter. So now we will read the content of file test2. Why? Because we copied the content from the old file to the new file. So let me print. To print the file content, there is a cat in the name of the file, cat test2. See, uh, something missed in it. Wait a moment. Cat file cat test1. Sorry. What I told you is we have copied the content from file cat test2 to file cat test1. So let me show you the PDF. So this was the PDF. See, to copy the files. Oh no, that is the copy. See cat. To append a file. Cat greater than sign file name. Okay. So the name, just a moment, it is weaving blur. I'll make it clearly available to you. Is it clear to you or it is blurred to you? The screen? So see, what I did here is I fired the cat command. Double greater than sign is to append the content of the new new file name we have given to the old file name. Okay, so the old content is copied to the new file. That is, see, when I fired the command file cat test1, it displayed all 4 lines. That is, welcome to Logic Labs Technologies. We are into RHCSA batch. This is the content of file 1 also. And it showed the content of file 2, which was copied in it. That is, I am a trainer. My name is Sonika. This is the functionality of the append command. Okay. So what will happen if we'll not use the append command? If we'll fire only cat and we'll do greater than sign, and the name of the new file will say that file test. Okay. The cat command will also create the new file and will be copying um test. I'll write some content in it. Something I'll type XYZ. I'll say it will be saved. And now I'll, in spite of using the append command, I'll use only single greater than sign, and I'll fire the command like file cat test1. So see, first see the printing of the test1 is of 4 lines, and directly I'm creating a new file, that is file test. I have already created with this content. So I'm copying it. So enter. So let me print the file test. So see what this single greater than sign did. It copied only the files. It has overwritten the content of the file test1. Okay. So it didn't kept the prior content of that file. It removed it and pasted it the newer content only. Okay. So this is the difference between the single greater than sign and the double greater than sign of, that is appending. So let me clear my terminal. So I'll reboot my system. Okay, just a moment. So anyone has any doubts, they can ask me until here. Until my reboot machine gets restarted, you just ask me if you have any queries until now what I have explained to you about the basics of the commands. Okay, so I hope I have smoothly explained you about this basics. So let us start with the next basic commands. That is, so we saw creation of the directory, correct? And if we want to create some nested directories, okay, so what is the command for that? So the command for that is mkdir. So let me first switch to dir2, into which we are working now at present. Okay, now we'll create a nested directory over here. That is mkdir -p d1 into that d2 into that d3 that d4 that d5. Okay, what we did, we created a nested directory. We have seen the tree nested structure of directory also, how to find it. So here I'll find the command ls-r with d1. To which directory? D1 directory. So see, first step by step we created the nested directories. How? mkdir, the name of the directory, switching to that directory by the cd command. Again there I created a new directory. Again I switched into the directory and again created the new directory. So directly if you want to create the nested directory, so this is the command for that. That is mkdir-p and the names of the nested directories. And to print that nested directory, there is a command ls-rd1. So this was all about it printed. This is all about all printed into the nested structure. So next is of the tree structure. Same it is. See, that is ls-r. Okay. So let's switch to the next command. Okay, now we have seen creating of the files. Okay, creating empty file and creating the texted file. Okay, and also we seen how to create a directory, how to create the nested directories. Now, if we have created in some point, there is also some need of deletion also. So for the deletion of the file, what is the command? The command is rm and name of the file. Let me list what all files are available into this directory first. So see, files are into the white colors and the directories are into the blue colors. As of now, you remember in this format only. Afterwards, into the permission sectors, I'll explain you how to identify the files and the directories. So to remove a file, there is a command rm and the name of the file. We'll remove f1. Okay, we'll be removing this f1 file. Enter. So it will ask you confirmation. Remove regular empty file F1. Say press Y. Say yes. So it removed. Again we'll fire the command ls-l. So see, and the prior it is viewed and into the after removing the file is not listed. It means the file has been removed. We'll remove two more files, that is ff2 and fff3. So yes. So yes, see, I removed multiple files. Okay, it will ask confirmation for each and every file. So enter. It removed both the files, ff2 and fff3. So this was all about removing of the files. So if we want to delete the directory, to delete the directory, there is a command rmdir. So there is D1 directory. Okay, or dir3 I will remove. dir3. So directory is not empty, means there is some content in it. So Linux is very much secured. Okay, it is prompting the command that directory is not empty. So please check what all the contents are there into that directory. So ls-l. See, in dir3 there is dir4. So first of all, I have to remove dir4. So it is removed. So now coming to the root directory and switching to cd dir2 test. I will remove rmdir directory 3. So see, now it didn't show you an error. Prior it showed you that directory is not empty. I switched to that directory by cddir3 and from there I removed dir4 and again fired the command rmdir dir3 and it successfully removed the directory 3. So here there is only single directory into dir3, that is dir4. But in some cases there are n number of directories and I should remove forcefully with the name of that directory. Then for that there is a command dir rm hyphen rf and the name of the directory. So see, D1 is the nested directory which we created, correct? So I'll be forcefully deleting all directories which are included in D1. Like D2 is included in D1, D3 is included in D2, D4 is included in D3, D4. Okay. So forcefully I'm removing all these directories. So the command for that is rm-rf d1. So see, d1 is viewable over here. We'll file the command ls-l. So see, d1 is also removed and d3 is also removed. And we have also successfully removed the files also. So this was all about the removing of the files and removing of the directories and forcefully removing the contents of the directories. So next command is of the copy command. We saw creation, deletion. Now we'll see copying of the files and the directories. For that, there is the command cp. Okay, copy. What I'll copy? I'll copy something from file cat. We'll see what is the content of that first. Cat file test. Cat test one. So there is something blah 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 content, and we'll paste it into file lvm test2, which is blank. Okay. lvm test2. So it is blank. We'll copy the content from test1 to test2. Okay, so for that the command is cp file cat test1, to which we will be copying file cat test2. So overwrite yes. So we'll file the command cat file. Ayo, a cat test I did. Okay, let it be. We'll check that file. Cat test2. So see, it copied the content. It has overwritten. Okay, it has overwritten the content test2. It has copied the content from test1 to test2. It has overwritten. It has not kept its original file content. It removed it and it pasted over it. Okay, to keep both the files content, there is the command cat append greater than sign, as we have seen earlier to this. So how to copy the folders? There is a command cp-r, that is recursive. Whatever contents are there into that directory will be copied. So dir1, dir2. So this is the command for that. There are no directories. I'll show you. First create mkdir d1. Okay, go to it. Switch to that d1 directory. Create some files like touch f1, f2, f3. Okay, so come back to your main directory. Okay, create one new directory mkdir d2 you create. Okay, and switch to that d2 directory. Into that directory you create some files touch like f4, f5, f6 I created. So I should, so now what command we have to see is I should copy the D1 content to the D2 directory. Okay. So for that the command is cp-r D1 D2. So we'll switch to D2, cd D2. Therefore the command ls. See, D1 directory the D1 directory is copied into which directory? D2 directory. So D1, F4, F5 and F6 are the prior files, and it also copied to the new directory to it. So this was also the command of copying of the file and copying of the directories. So moving is also important. So to move the directory contents, okay, we copied the directory directly into the D2. There is need to copy, okay, need to move, okay. So for that the command is mv, like we are into D1 na. So let me come out of this directory. So mkdir. So we'll create one D1 directory for like D3. Okay. So we'll switch to, okay. I'll move this DR3 into DR2. Okay. So for that the command is mv move DR3 to D2. So see, again we'll go to D2 and we'll see it is copied or not. Yes, we successfully moved D3 directory into D2 directory. So see, D3 is also listed over here. So this was all about moving of the directory. So next command, coming to the next command. So to check the file, see how we can rename the name of the file. In some cases, there is a need to rename. So to rename, we have to use the mv command only. So mv name of the file to be renamed and the name of the old file. So what will happen? It will rename your old file name into the new file name. Okay. So remember to rename the file name. So the command is for that also mv command is there. Most probably the interviewers ask you this question. Okay. So let me check to check the type of a file. Okay, there are a number of types. The script file is there, normal files are there. Okay, to check those, to sort out those, there is a command file start. So see, it will show you the file with its uh, type of that file. So see, cat file, we have edited something in it, so it is showing text file. There are files which we created by touch command. Those are empty files. So it is showing as empty. These are the directories which are mentioned in the directories. Okay. So file test also we have content in it. So it is showing ASCII text. Okay. So this is the command to check the type of the file, whether it is empty, whether it is written, whether it is a script file, and blah, blah, blah. Okay. So to view the date, so in case there is a need to check the date of our system, to check the date, there is a date command. To see the calendar, that is the cal command. To see the manual to that particular, there is a man command, man and name of that manual. See, I fired the command man ls. Ls we have seen. So what is the work of ls? To list the directory contents. The synopsis means the syntax to it. And these all are the options which are available. Okay, for the ls command. You can try by your end also by trial and error. Each and every description is provided here. Okay, so this was all about ms. For man, mkdir you can use. So what is mkdir? To make the directories. Okay, so these many options are available. You can check by your end also. So man, like rmdir. This is useful to remove the empty directories. To forcefully remove, there is C, R option for that. So these all are available. So in spite of man, you can take help command also. If cat is a cat hyphen hyphen help, if we'll take, it will show you the option details with its description, which all options you can use for your end. Okay, so this was the use of help command. So if in some cases there is a huge list, and if we want to read the file from, in cases there are huge files which has more n number of lines in it. So from the start to end, how you will read that file, there is a less command used for that. So whatever it might be, ls, we'll check with this only, ls hyphen hyphen help pipe command and yes. So see, from first line it is showing. Prior it was not showing from first line. So you can read what is the use of ls, list of information, mandatory arguments which we can pass through to the ls command. By down arrow, you can scroll down here. Okay, this was the help of the less command to read the content of the file from start to end. Wait. So I'm clearing my terminal. cd dot space dot. Okay, so this was all about the basics of the commands. So if anyone has any queries about the basic commands, you can please ask me. Hope you have clarified with all the basic commands. Please practice these basic commands because we'll be switching further with the file system and file system structure, and we'll be starting with the advanced levels like creation of the user and managing over to that user and groups. So let's start with the new, that is second topic. It is a file system. File system and the file system structure. So in this file system and file system structure topic, we'll be covering what is the file system, types of the file system into the Linux operating system, and the file structure which is designed by the file system to maintain the files and the directories into the structured format. Okay, so let us start with what is the file system. So let's go to the terminal. So we are into the terminal now. So let me go to the root's main home directory, which is forward slash. Okay, cd forward slash. So what is forward slash? Forward slash is the main directory of the root user. Who is the root user? Root user is the super user in the Linux. It has its main directory, it resides into forward slash. So enter. So see, we have switched from tilt to the root root's home main directory, that is forward slash. So I'll list the contents of this forward slash directory. So to list the content, what we have seen the command ls hyphen l for its uh, permissions to be listed, detailed permission of that file. So see, into the root's main directory of that is forward slash, you will find n number of files in this, like bin is there, boot, dev, etc, home, lib64, media, mnt, opt, proc, root, run, sbin, srv, sys, temp, usr, and var. So these are the inbuilt it, or whenever we install our operating system, these files are by defaultly listed or created into our operating system. So these types of files and directories you will find into each and every distribution of the Linux. It might be Ubuntu, it might be Fedora, it might be SUSE. So the base of this all files will be same into all these contributions also. Okay. So as I mention you every time that everything into the Linux operating system is a file. Okay. Everything is based on the file. So whatever video, audio you can say, it is also stored into the file format into the Linux. And if we are using the cd command also, it is a file. If we are using the ls command, ls is also a file. So, okay. So we'll take one example over here. I have fired the command ls. So what is the functionality of ls? To list the content of that particular directory. Correct. So where is this ls located? So let me search the command location. So for that, the command is where is ls. So see, where the ls command file is stored, it is stored in /usr/bin/s. Into the manual page, we have also seen man command. Into the manual page also, the ls command is available. So the main directory of the ls file where it is stored into /usr/bin. So let me switch to cd/usr/bin. Okay. So there I will fire the command ls pipe command and less. Why I'm using less? Because I want to read this bin files content from start to end. I should read from start to end. So enter. So see, from start it is the files are stored into a systematic format. Okay, from alphabetically ordered A, B, C. Okay, so you will see the commands residing under bin folder. See A, starting from A, it is there, starting from B. Okay, these all are the commands. So see, cat is the command, cal is the command to print the calendar, cat is the command to create a file, chage is there to set the password policy for the particular user, chown is there, chmod, these all are the commands, okay, which are stored under /usr/bin. So see, dir is there, command. So we are searching for C. Find command is there. Fgrep command is there. Grep command is there. See, these all files are listed into the ordered format. Are you getting my point? Remember, it is stored into the systematically and ordered format. So see, ls is here. The location for the file ls, which is also a command, its location is into /usr/bin. So we founded out ls. So you can go down, also scroll down to the end of the file. You will find n number of files which are used by our operating system. So we are quitting from here. So to quit from the file, you have to press Q. Okay. Coming back to the main tab. So we looked into the listing. There are all commands sorted into the alphabetically format from A to Z. So as we know all the basic commands, you saw those basic commands also into that file bin folder. So like this, operating system will be having n number of files. Okay, this is one single directory where it contained n number of files. Okay, so the overall operating system like ls-l. See, like these all directories will contain n number of files which will be used for our operating of the Linux operating system. So how does the operating system stores and manages these all files? So for this, there is a need of a system called file system. Okay, so what is this file system? Operating system stores and manages the data on a disk or a partition using the structure called file system. Okay, so the file system includes the files, directories, and its related permissions. So let me share you the presentation. See, so what it keeps, what file system maintains, it manages the file name, file size, creation date, and much more information about files. It arranges the files on the disk storage, okay, into the indexed format. Remember, this file system stores the data into a hierarchy of the directories and the files. Because see, as if now we saw on the terminal, whichever path we go or we switch to that directory, and wherever we fire the command is accessible to us. So how this operating system works smoothly while we search randomly or where we fire the command randomly. So that time what happens? The file system is worked on it. Means the hard disk space which we created while creating the operating system, it is into a formatted form where the indexing is done and where the all files are stored into a systematic and structured format. So this is managed by whom? It is managed by the file system of the Linux. So we also saw the live example on the terminal. So I showed prior to you. See, when we fire the command ls-l, it will list all the directories with its content in it. So this is where the file system stores the files and the directories into the structured format. So whenever into the operating system, we are processing any of the tasks, we will be easily accessible to these files, commands, and the directories because everything in the Linux is a file. So now we'll switch to types of file. So what are the types of files? So see, there are n number of types of files. See how we have Linux versions like Linux version 4 was there, after that 5, 6, 7. upgraded ourselves with the versions. Likewise, file systems are from base ext3, ext4. So these step by step, these are the updated versions of the file systems. XFS is there, FAT is there, BTRF is there. Okay. So in your mind, there will be a query that which will be our file system of ours. So for that, there is a command to check our operating systems uh, file system. For the command is lsblk-f. So we'll fire the command lsblk-f. Okay. So see, here you will see the hard disk, which is formatted into two partitions. SDA is there. So like in SCSI is there. The same it is SDA. So SDA1 is formatted for XFS file system, and SDA2 it is kept for LVM. LVM will be seen for the next. And swap partition is created by default because it is important. It will be explained to you in further topics. So see, as if now you look at XFS. So which is our file system? XFS is our file system. So we'll see what is XFS. So see, XFS. XFS is nothing but extended file system. So, okay. So it is a 64-bit high performance file system. It supports parallel input output operations. It works well with the large files. Okay, so what is its meaning? So if in an organization there is one developer and he tells that I'll be working on the new software and I'll be needing some high end hardware system for more input outputs operations and speedy working, that is with the large performance level. So in that case you have to decide that which file system we should provide to that particular developer. Okay, so a developer, or you can say for that particular server. Okay, so one example of it is XFS. It is high performance, means it supports 64-bit performance. More number of operations will be operated as it has parallel input output operations, and it can manage large number of files in it. Big files can be managed into a proper way with the help of XFS. So we have to decide that which file system is should be used. So it always depends on our requirement. So if you need any server to deploy any application, so what we need to do is we have to check the application requirements and for the future requirements also. And likewise, we'll be having more load or input output operations on it. So depending upon those parameters, our file system will be decided. So in the PDF, I have described what is file structure. Okay, so we'll be switching to the file structure. So see, the files to manage the files operating system needs to store and to manage the files operating system needs the needs some structure called file system. Okay, and how the file system manages its files and directories, it manages its files and directories into a structured format. Okay, so for that there is a file system structure. So what is it? See, the file system structure refers to how the files and directories are organized and stored on the physical storage device, which includes the layout of the file system's data structures such as the directory structure, file allocation table, and inodes. Okay, once, as I told you that once the file system is set after the formatting of the hard disk, the residing under files and directories are stored into the inodes format and indexing format, so that it will be easily accessible to us whenever we are into the operating system and to work the operating system smoothly. So let us see the tree structure of the file system. So as if into the terminal, we fired the command cd /. So it switched us to the root's main directory, that is /. And into that, we fired the command ls-n. So see, compare this with this file structure. So you can see bin is there, etc is there, /sbin is there, okay, usr sbin. So USR is there, var is there, okay. So into the roots main directory, these all directories are available. So I'll be explaining the content of these directories, okay. How the file system stores all these directories and files into the structure format and its meanings. So see, into the root's main directory, there is a folder called directory called /bin. So what does the bin contains? It contains the essential user command binaries. So it contains user commands which will be used by RN, like bash is there, cat, chmod, copy command, date, echo. These all commands. See, mv command is there, ls is there, mkdir, ping command is there, pw is there. Okay. So into /etc, there are configuration files which are residing under /etc directory. So cron tab is the configuration file, cups, host name, these all are the configuration files. So under /sbin, what all are residing essential system binaries. There are fdisk, it is also commands, okay, which are essential system binaries. So look at the difference, user command binaries and system binaries command. Okay, so in the USR, there are a number of directories like bin is there, include libraries, local. So I have bifurcated these directories and its content into this design, so that is you can easily recall that which directory contains which file while working on your operating system. Where is there variable data and the files, logs, it maintains the history. As I mentioned in the overview of operating system, log files are configuration files are here. After that, temporary files are saved over here in between the reboots. /dev device files, that hard disk information is stored into dev file. /home, see, home is nothing but it is the home directory for the users which will be creating. Lib files contain the libraries and the kernel modules. MNT is the point where we mount our hard disks or mount any of the medias and all. Okay, opt are the optional software applications. Proc, under which it contains the process and kernel information files. Root is the home directory for the root user. We are the root user and its home directory is root. So let us, as if now we have saw /bin, we'll check with /etc file. So let us go to the terminal. So we'll go to cd/etc. So we are into etc. There we'll fire the command ls, pipe command and less. So see, there are n number of configuration files which are residing under /etc. So see how structured format it has stayed from alphabetically order A to Z. So quit from here. Again, we'll come back. We can see switch to cd/var/log. Logs are maintained over here. See, crypto policies, boot log, booting time, what all has happened, and kdump, firewall D. These all logs are kept whenever we are processing into the Linux operating system. Each and every process logs are maintained into the log files. Again, you can check media is where you can, whenever you are connected to the mouse or to the pen drive, it will be mounted directly into which directory /media. So ls will do over here. So there are no medias right now over here. So home will switch to cd/home. Yet we have no users there, only it will not show any user. I'll create one user over here. Okay, so user add Tom, and I'll fire the command ls. So see, the home directory of that new user created, it resides under /home. So see, these were the demos which I showed. Demos means the commands which we showed, the files which I showed to you are stored into a structured format, into a systematic format, which will be easier for operating system to work on it. So this was all about file system, types of file system, and which file system we have into our operating system, and the file system structure, how it is designed to store the files and the directories. So each and everything I have mentioned here into the PPT. See, file system structure with its description. See, root /. It is the root's main directory. Bin, it contains the binary files. /dev, it contains the device file. /etc/usr, it contains the user binary and the program files. /home, user's personal data. Lib are the shared files. So you can read by your end also, and have explained it to you also. And also into this tree format, I have showed you the contents of the directories with its description. So anyone has any queries, you can please ask me on the chat box, or you can raise your hand. Okay. So hopefully I have cleared the file system, its type, how to check our systems, file system, and the tree structure of the file system. So until now we covered basics of the command and file system and the file system structure. We will be switching to our next topic, that is VI editor. So we have created the files. We have seen touch command, cat command, two commands we have seen. So what is this VI file editor? So see, in Windows directly you can create a file into Word, into Note, and you can edit it from there by deleting and all. But how in Linux operating system, how you will operate it? So there is an command called VI. What is VI? It is visual interface, that is VI file editor, where you can create a file, delete a file, and modify your file into this file editor. So as I mention every time, everything in a Linux is a file. So how can we operate the file into a CLI mode? So it is possible through the VI editor. In spite of VI editor, there is also VIM and nano editors also. But now here we'll be covering VI editor, which is used, regularly used. Okay. So what is VI editor? So a text editor which enables you to create and manipulate the data in the Linux file. So into VI editor, there are three modes. First is the insert mode, second is the execute mode, and the third is the command mode. So let us start with the insert mode. Okay, so let us go to the terminal. Cd dot dot. So we will go to our directory. So into test. Okay, so here we will create a file with the VI editor. So for the command to create a file with the VI editor is VI and name of the file. So name of the file we will give it as file test VI 1. Okay. So see, here we are into the insert mode. We'll get the blank lines where we can insert our content over here. So see, VI name of the file, we have opened our file to edit it. So switch to the insert mode. So first mode is insert mode. So how to switch into the insert mode? We have to press I on our keyboard. Okay, once you press I on your keyboard, you will switch to the insert mode where you can start writing the file content. So, good morning, I'm writing into the insert mode. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Logic Labs Technologies. We'll be inserting some numbers also. Okay. By mistake, something got pressed. Just a moment. Yes. It copied a number of files. We'll quit from this file. We'll not save it. Okay, just a moment. I'll create a new file for you. So I'll remove that file. What was the name of our file? The name. No, we didn't saved it only. Correct. So we didn't. The file didn't create it. So file test vi1. So now we have to go to insert mode. So how you will go to insert mode? Press I onto your keyboard. So good morning. Come to Logic Labs. Technologies. We are in RHCSA batch. I'll insert some of the numbers also onto it. So when we'll be into command mode and execute mode, that will be helpful for us to see the demo of this. Adding some lines, some more lines over here. So see, we have came to the insert mode and we have edited something. We have written something in it. So see, insert the text at the beginning of the current line. So where is my cursor now? So my cursor is at the end. So by pressing capital I, that is Shift I, what will it do? It will insert a line. See, what it will do is it will insert a line at the beginning. See, beginning of the current line. Current line is this one. So I'll press Shift I. To escape, insert more, Shift I. Escape you have to press, then you have to press Shift I. So see, where was our cursor? Our cursor was at the end of this edge, end of the line. So when I pressed escape and I pressed the key Shift capital I to make it capital I, Shift I pressed, the cursor went into the beginning of the current line. So here I can add something like Tom, Harry. Okay, so this is the use of the capital I. Then after to O, see small o is there. Open a new line under the current line. So let me take you to the some above line. See, we are in RHCSA batch and I want a blank line below this. So for that you have to go, you have to press escape and small o. See, a new line is inserted below. There you can write it. And if suppose I want a new line above my cursor point. So how you will do? You have to press capital O. So escape, shift and O. So see, new line is new blank line is added above the cursor point. So here also you can write something. Okay, so this was about inserting of the line, inserting of the blank line below and above the cursor. Then after there is A, capital A, to append to the end of the line. Okay, so if suppose my cursor is at this line. So see, this as this is the demo file, it is smaller file and it is a readable file. So into an organization, there will be a huge file. So to work on that file, to manage that file, these all options are very mandate and should be known by you people also. So my cursor point is at W and I need this cursor point to end of this line. So there is a command, there is an option of capital A. So first press escape and then press shift A. So see, the cursor from W, which is at the start of the line, it went to the end of this line. So this was the help of the capital A into our insert mode. So see, small a is also there. Append after the cursor's current position. Okay. So if suppose our cursor is here on, you can say well. After L, I should insert something. So how you will insert? So press A, press escape, and then small a. So see, append after, just a moment. So see, there is append after the cursor's current position. So escape, small a. So see, the cursor is appending, means it is moving forward. Okay. So this is the use of the small a. R. R is to replace a single character at the current cursor position. If there is a need that L should be replaced by R, so for that there is a command, there is an option called R. So escape, press R. So see, it is replaced by R. So again I should escape and R should be replaced in D. I did. I replaced L by D. So see, C should be replaced by A. Then I'll press R, and what should be replaced? It should be replaced by one more D, C. So C is replaced by D by using the option R. So here it is. So these were all options used at the insert mode. Okay, to switch to the insert mode, we have seen to insert the text at the beginning of the current line. Current line means current cursor where it is. Open a new line under the current line. Open a new line above the current line. Append to the end of the line. Append after the cursor's current position, and to replace a single character at the current cursor position. So now we'll be seeing second mode, that is execute mode. Okay. So we created a file, we added the content into that file, we made some modification into that file, and we replaced some of the characters with some options. So to save all these process or save all this text which we have edited into it, so how you will save it? So for that you have to press escape colon W is used to write, means to save whatever content we have added, edited into the file. And Q is to quit, to come out of the. So let us write it first. So I have written an exclamatory. So see, file has written. So whatever we have added, we have edited, it is saved. But we have not yet exited out from the file. Correct. So to exit, there is a command, there is an option of Q. So again, I came to insert mode, escape, colon, WQ. So it will save it on also quit the VI editor, exclamate. So we have written and successfully quitted out of the VI editor. So likewise, we have a number of options in it. See, to save and continue editing, WQ, to save and quit, WQ, to save and quit forcefully, exclamatory mark. To quit, In some cases, we have created a file and we made some editings in it, and there is a need that I should not save any of the editings which I have done. Directly, we can quit. Our file remains as it is without any editing, and it will not save any of the changes. Okay, Q is also there to quit without saying num. See, to display the current line's number line. Okay, so again we'll switch to our VI editor. Okay, so see, my cursor point is at the start, but I want to check which number line it is. So for that, you have to go to insert mode. Then again, you have to come to press the button escape colon NUM. Okay, so which is where is our cursor? Our cursor is at line number 1. And what is at line number? It is good morning. So this is the use of the num option. So in this way, we can set the line numbers also. So for that, the option is again you have to come to insert mode. You have to press escape colon and SE, that is set the number line, that is NU. So see, the number lines are set, numbers are set to this particular lines. So 1, 2, 3. So how many lines we edited? 21 lines. So I want to search, or I want to search any particular line. Okay. So for that, there is a command. See. So removing, we'll see afterwards. We'll go to the line number directly. So if suppose my cursor is at one number line, so I want to take my cursor directly to 21, or you can say 20. So for that, the option is colon and the number line 10 first will. So see, the cursor directly switched from first line number to the 10th line number. So again, I want to take my cursor to 21. So for that, colon 21. So see, the cursor switched to line number 21. So this is the help of the line numbers. And again, I have to remove these lines. So for that, there is a command. There is an option colon SENONU, no number lines. Okay, so the number lines are removed. So see, this was all about execute mode. We have seen all these execute mode options. Okay, how to use it and how to save a file or quit our file without saving and all. So coming to the next mode, that is command mode. Okay, in command mode, we'll be seeing X option of X, DD, XDD, XYY. Okay, X means to delete a single character. DD means to delete the entire line. Okay, in some cases there is a need. Copying of the lines, pasting of the lines, to cut that line and to paste it into the another line. Okay, so how you will do this? You have to do it into the command mode. We are commanding to the insert mode. So one by one we will see. So come back to your insert mode again by switching, by pressing I. So first we'll see X to delete a single character. So my cursor is at T. Okay, I have pressed I for an insert mode. Then again, I'll escape from insert mode. Okay, remember my words, escape out from the insert mode and then press X. See, X will delete a single character. It has deleted T. Again, if I'll press X, it will delete O. Again, if I'll press X, it will delete M. Okay, so this was the use of X option. DD, what DD will do? DD will remove the entire line. So press DD. So see, DD remove the entire line. Again, I'll do DD. So see, I removed all 4 lines with the help of DD option. And I removed 3 characters with the help of X option, single character. So after that, XDD means 5 lines I have to delete or 4 lines I have to delete at a time. So yanking of the lines means copying of the lines. Okay, so let us stop here only. We'll again start our day 3 session with the command mode because the time is 10:56 now. So whoever newly joined, so let me explain you about our course content one more time. So we'll be ending our topic here at command mode only. Tomorrow we'll restart from here only. So let me save this. So tomorrow we'll work on this file again. Okay. So let me once again introduce to the course. See, our course, we are into the course of Linux administration, that is RHCSA, our Red Hat Certified System Administrator. I'm a trainer over here. My name is Sonika. We are into the batch 207. For to scan the course content, you can scan here also, or I will be providing into the chat box with the course course content link. After that course WhatsApp group, you please join the WhatsApp group so that you will get the detailed information about the course details, or else you can contact to the contact numbers which are uh, provided over here. You can just note down. See, our batches are of weekends only, Saturday and Sunday, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Our course duration is of 4 weeks, and our course fees will be 3,999 INR. Okay. So if you have any queries related to this batch, you can directly contact us on the contact numbers which are provided, and you can email us on support@logiclabstech.com. Okay. So the first 2 sessions, yesterday was the day 1 session and today is the day 2 session, which was all free for the attendees. Okay. From the day 3, that is from next Saturday and Sunday, we'll be conducting day 3 and day 4 session, and its Zoom meeting link will be shared only and only to the paid registered participants only. So once you are paid, you will have your access of your own dashboard where you will get the session recordings and the PDFs which I have shown to you at the start of this session through the LMS Graphy, which will be your lifetime access through the recordings and the PDFs. So please join the WhatsApp group link for the updations of our batch. And any queries you have, you contact us in between 9 to 7 p.m. IST and following with these contact details. Okay, so we are winding up our session with the day 3 session, sorry, day 2 session, which was all free demo session. So in continuation, again, we'll get in touch in the day 3 session, which we'll be conducting next coming Saturday. Okay. So ending with this webinar, have a good day to everyone. Thank you. Thank you.